As a little girl, I was always very curious with everything, but also always oblivious to how poor we were. Both my parents were Cuban exiles. They fled to Peru and were kind of stuck there for 12 years. That's where I was born. I'm a youngest of two girls. To me, crying at night for hunger is like almost a faded memory. Moving to the US was a big culture shock. Having nothing and suddenly having everything, I guess for a little girl it's a lot. But to us, we were getting hand-me-downs and it felt like everything. But suddenly here comes Hurricane Andrew and it blows everything away. We have nothing. I had a lot of distractions, but art was always keeping me in focus. Around 9 years old, I started joining art club, really diving into those colors and lines. They kept me blind. They kept me in the dark from the events around me. By middle school, I think I could say art may have actually saved my life. After several fights and constant bullying, my art friends, my teacher pretty much literally saved my life, pulling off this big girl and was jumping me. I'll never forget that. In high school, I was just glad that the classes were faster. There was no time for altercations, and it was just felt good that I could be going to another class faster, no one getting in the way. Even though I knew my art teacher at this point was very unaware of a lot of art, I could say, I still kept teaching myself because I was finding something interesting in art. And once I get into college, I have to start making pretty big decisions. What am I going to do with my life? I knew I wanted art there somehow because it was helping me ignore a lot of things and face others. In college, I fell into a life that I never thought I would be part of. Suddenly I find myself in an abusive relationship and I can't get out of it. And it's like I'm two people fighting myself, telling myself, get out, you're strong, what are you doing? You used to give advice to your friends against this, and now here you are. But one day, I walk into this class in college and there's this guy there who I don't even know, is going to become like one of my best friends. One day at the library at FIU, he gave me advice. It pretty much changed my entire life. He told me, you know what, people are going to drag themselves in the mud until they get tired. And that made me think. And I'm like, I guess I'm already tired of dragging myself in the mud. So that was the day I said bye, and I went to France. And he went along. It was a group of us, like 12 of us. We were studying abroad. And just seeing a new culture, breathing new air, that probably helped me clear my mind. And then here's art again, helping me not escape really, but more like face myself and who I am and who I want to be. So I return with a new sense of direction. I know what I want to be. I know I want to be a teacher now, because I recalled all those times that for some reason it was always an art teacher or a friend in art class that just helped me get through it. And so I told myself, I want to be that teacher. I always wanted to be a teacher in a school that maybe wasn't as benefited and the students needed me more. But sometimes you're not going to visualize your life exactly how it's going to turn out. But it's funny because I thought I was going to end up in a perfect school with perfect kids, no mistakes, perfect lives. But that's not the case. No one's perfect. And I've met kids from all kinds of backgrounds. And every day, every year that passes, I feel like I'm becoming that teacher I wanted to be. Students come to me and tell me things that I'm surprised they even trust me to tell me. And that tells me that I've become more than a teacher to some of them. And that's something I'm never going to regret. I'm going to always be very proud of myself that I was able to overcome all those things and be here today. Proud of myself. Everyone should be proud of themselves. if there's anything you do in life, is every step you take, remind yourself you're going to have to look back at all your steps. Try to make every step one you're not going to regret, at least most of them. Be consistent. Don't let people get in your way, and use people as a reference to who you want to be. Whether they're good or bad, use them as a reference. I wish I could have said I would have predicted where I am today, but you always hope that you're going to meet that person that you're hopefully going to live the rest of your life with, and luckily I have, and I'm married 2 months now, and here I am, a 28-year-old art teacher, and I'm loving it. This is me.